Hello guys, I'm back. Today is November 18, 2017. Welcome to my channel, Alien Society. Now, I want to talk about something that's very important, guys. Imagine the United Nations, right? Live broadcasting on all media in the world. Doesn't matter where in the world you are. Doesn't matter what social media, YouTube, Facebook, wherever, all over the world, they're live. One representative of the United Nations come out and say, we have agreed to let the people of the world know that there have been visitors on Earth for many, many years. And they're here to help. And then after they communicate with us and tell us exactly why they haven't told us this before, they will probably say it's for our safety. They will also probably say because they didn't feel it was a necessary thing to do at that particular time. But they figured now is the time to let us know today. Now, this is just in theory. I'm not a big conspiracy theorist. Many of you already know that I'm direct and to the point. I'm open-minded to all subjects. I'm open to the possibilities of extraterrestrials really visiting people and communicating with people only if they have solid evidence that that is actually happening. So, what I'm showing you now is I'm basically showing you a photograph, okay? A what-if photograph, basically. United Nations live on television, broadcasting throughout the entire world. Just for the just to reveal to us that we have always been visited by beings not from this planet. Now, bear in mind that, of course, through the rumors of people that have been coming forth, there's different types of races that either they be tall grays, small grays, blonde-looking Nordics, and others, reptilians, whatever. And let's just say that one of the representatives come forward, live on television, broadcasting worldwide, and we can see the being. Now, with something of that magnitude happening, once again, I must say that a lot of faith people, the church-going people, they're probably going to be confused because they don't know whether to accept this as something that's it's real or accept this as something that is demonic. And me personally, I would say that's not wise to accept something to be demonic, considering that if you believe that Creator, the grand architect of the universe, made everything, then you believe that there's possibility of other life in the solar system and other solar systems that are out there, or galaxies. Time and time again, NASA show us that there's potential life, but they keep saying microbial life. Okay? Basically smacking us in the face because that just doesn't make sense. Why would we be the only creation in all existence? Now, to say that there's only microbial life, that just doesn't make sense at all. For me, it doesn't anyways. So, I figured I'd tell you guys this because people keep talking about a supposed rumor that disclosure is getting close, whether it be this year or next year. And there's those that say that it's going to be a fake disclosure just to bring forth the New World Order. But, of course, we've been hearing that same tune over and over again by a lot of conspiracy theorists. Now, my channel is basically about, extraterrestrials, because that's basically where I want to direct all the attention is to the extraterrestrials that are on this planet, or if they're not on this planet, right? Or to the so-called hybrids or whatever there is out there. All I try to do, guys, is separate the crackpots from the people who really having these experiences. I have yet to meet one who really met. I mean, probably I've did, but you know, I'm not 100% certain yet because I am about to bring that subject right now. We're looking at this female. She's from Dublin, Ireland. Okay, her name is Mary Kayali. I don't know if I said the last name wrong or right, and I apologize for that. She's from Dublin, Ireland. She's in her 50s. She claims to be a contactee who presently communicates with extraterrestrials that are not from this planet. Okay, now she's one to let you know up front. She says she's open to all possibilities. She talks to people. I think she kind of misunderstood me because I was trying to, because I sent her a couple messages via YouTube, questioning and asking for, photographic evidence of her claims. Now, if you have seen my channel before, you know that I'm one that I am open-minded to the possibility. However, I'm not just going to believe something without an actual solid evidence to conclude that it actually happened. Okay, so I am for the people who are really having these experiences. Okay, but they're also showing proof to back it up, their claim. That's who I support. But I will not support the people who they're going to string me along in for a fake ride and want me to be part of their hoax, and that's something I will not do. Throughout history, it had been said that extraterrestrials been on this planet for many, many years. Okay, and you guys can choose to believe whether they exist or not. But just think about it, as I always say, it just doesn't make sense that we on one little planet of a galaxy where there's many galaxies in a big universe, and then it doesn't make sense to just think that we're the only ones here. So this female, right, guys? I basically was asking her questions about her situation, and I think that she misunderstood me, so she kind of got offended by the stuff I was saying. She said that she took a brain scan, okay, and they scanned, and they somehow doctors told her that, and she shows it obviously. There's something behind her right eye, which she claims is an alien implant, is what she said that it was. However, we are not the doctor, nor do we have contact with the doctor to confirm that that is actually what is being said. Okay. Also, she said there was an implant on her knee, which she also shows pictures of. And again, it's up to you guys to decide whether that's true or not. I did see pictures of it. I mean, I've seen people do that before, to make it seem like something big is happening around them. She took a polygraph test. I know a lot of people believe polygraph tests to be accurate. Not everyone believes that polygraph tests are real. That's why they're not permitted in courts, I guess in countries, simply because it's just something that they don't want to accept. Now, outside of that, people still believe in these polygraph tests because they believe that it does, somehow, some way it does let us know whether the person is being deceptive or being accurate in their claims. Whatever it may be. So she was being tested. And she was talking with the person because he wanted to communicate with her first, right? By first letting her know what they're going to be doing. And I'm not 100% sure she was nervous, but it seems like she was a little concerned because she kept asking certain questions. Now, of course, if you heard me before, you've heard me say that there's a lot of these people that are out there, okay, contactee story, that come out forward and say they had contactee stories. When you try to ask them certain questions, they do get offended. Once again, it's either when you ask the wrong questions, it's okay, because you're not asking directly to show proof. So they're not going to get offended with you. But when you start talking about show me solid evidence and stuff like that, that is something that they really, really, really hate. And they get really offended heavily. And that's what happened with her when I asked for the photographs. However, she did send 2 photographs, which are posted online anyways, that she posted them. I would say if you guys want to check it out, you can go right ahead and check them out. Me personally, I looked at them. But when I saw the polygraph test that she took, she failed the polygraph test. Okay? Now, she was, I guess, nervous. Or maybe didn't understand the questions. But the man who was performing the polygraph test explained. Okay? And that he told her that he would be asking direct questions as either a yes or a no. And that's how she has to answer it. And he tested her not once, but twice. Okay? Now, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. But he said twice that she failed. Now, on the second time that she failed, she kind of got upset with the man because she kept saying that her claim, her evidence, her stuff is real, that she got people to prove that her experience was real, and she got upset with the man. Now, it's not his fault if he's the one performing the tests. He just wanted to know whether she's telling the truth or not, and it shows that it was inconclusive, which means she was being deceptive. So she got up and started taking the things off, and she said, this is preposterous, this is not true, and all this stuff, and she got upset. And once again, guys, I mean, you decide, okay? You decide whether you want to believe that she had these events happen to her or not. That's on you, okay? But after seeing that polygraph testing, not only once but twice, which he did take the polygraph test twice, and she failed it twice, so I would have to go on the polygraph testing, which concluded that she was being deceptive. Now, he was trying to explain still, even though she was upset, he was saying that not necessarily it could mean that she was lying. It just means that the form of the question, maybe she was probably uptight about the form of the question. But he did told her beforehand, that he's going to be asking direct questions. So, me, based on the polygraph testing, I would have to say that the story, although it sounds good, it sounds convincing just like others, I would have to say that this story is a hoax as well. Unless she herself can show some type of evidence a lot more, then maybe it would be something that would be accepted. Now, I know she did get upset with me as well, because she said I'm a know-it-all, and I never said anything about being a know-it-all. And I just wanted to know whether her experience was real or not. Okay? And because I never knew about her story, and I was curious about it, just like other stories that I have brought to you guys before. I am 100% in what I do. I'm not here to destroy careers or whatever is that, but I'm here to expose the people who is trying to make a career out of these deceptions. That's exactly what I'm here for. And that's why I, like everyone else on YouTube, have the opportunity to use this platform to present, whatever you believe in to be true or not. Again, if she can come out with something that could be solid evidence, rather than those photographs that she's shown. I mean, that was just 2 photographs, and that they weren't really clear. They were more like reddish, if I'm not mistaken. It was like a infrared type photographs or negatives. But again, if she can make this claim and say that it's true, and show something that's a lot more solid, because she does claim that she constantly communicates with them every single day, then I would say, okay, this woman is not lying. Till then, I would have to say that this story, like the many before this story, are hoaxes. And these people are out to make a living off of these hoaxes. Because again, they make these books, and many people out there will believe it, and they'll start buying the book. And they'll read it, and it's basically something they've already heard before. It's like a constant thing over and over again, guys. It's a constant thing over and over again. Just like I told you about magicians, if you will, okay? Magicians doesn't necessarily expose their tricks. They don't want you to know how they did it. But you see, that's why you had this masked magician guy several years ago who came out and showed people how exactly they do these tricks. And the reason for that was not to destroy the illusion of magic. It was just to take magic into a higher level. Okay? Just like I can tell you about the movie The Matrix. There was the red pill, and then there was the blue pill. Okay? That Morpheus gave to Neo. He was having him choose which one he wanted. If he chose the blue pill, then that means he would just accept everything for what it is and forget about knowing, because he's not interested in knowing more, which means gaining more knowledge of the universe and everything else around him. The red pill, obviously, is the one that if he took it, which he did, of course, was to know more, meaning he was seeking because he wanted to know everything about why he was living in such a false system like the Matrix. Okay? And that's when he realized that he became the one. But anyways, I was just speaking, generalizing here, because there's a lot of these people that come forward, and once again, they make these claims, and then they sound so convincing, and then they have either their family members or close friends, as witnesses. That way you can believe them even more. But of course, guys, that's not going to fly. That doesn't work at all. You see, How I Measure did the same thing. How I Measure did exactly the same thing, where he had his father, his brother, and others in the background doing all these little tricks, if you will, with these UFO drones, like I told you guys before. All right. Now, he would show the people these flying saucers that came to his house. But you see, it wasn't during daytime. It was always during the nighttime, when he was able to fly the drones in the air and make the people believe that they were some type of out of this planet and were these blonde-headed Venusians. Okay? So anyways, that's basically what I wanted to tell you guys, that you have to not be so close-minded to every single story that you hear. Okay, because there could be potential truth to it. But at the same time, when it comes to these contactee stories, they have to really come out with something very solid in order to be believed. Just believing it's not going to benefit you. It would benefit them if they can get into your pockets by you buying their books and going to their lectures, and yet have they shown any solid evidence of their claims. And that's all I'm doing here on my channel. My purpose here on my channel is to be open-minded to the subjects and investigate the cases. And if I feel that, based on the information, of course, solid information, if I believe that the things are true, then I will say it, that these stories are true. But if they are false, then I will reveal them as hoaxes. Because what do I gain by lying to you guys and telling you that these hoaxes are real, right? I'm not going to go that way. That's not what I live by. I don't believe in that. I believe that, we should all be honest with each other. If you had experiences, show us some proof. Show us some proof. Don't just tell us that, If no one believes you, then oh well, and you know what you've been through. Because that tells us that you're just trying to hide the reality, and the reality is that you're just lying. You know that in life, wherever anyone makes such a claim of that magnitude, you're going to draw attention, of course, because people are going to want to see whether this is real or not. You don't just gain attention by just regular citizens of the world, you also gain attention by the leaders of the world by making such claims. Okay? So what I want to say also is that be open-minded. When you see people such as WikiLeaks, or organizations rather, because I kind of believe these organizations because I believe they have nothing to hide, because so far everything that these people been bringing out is real, is true. Also, what the anonymous group also is another group who happens to reveal certain things of this nature as well when it comes to alien. I'm sure you guys know. Also, there was this guy, Gary McKinnon, years ago, who happened to hack into the United States computers. The thing was about that, he wasn't trying to gain any information about, secret stuff in terms of government technology or anything of that nature. The man was just trying to get something in terms of extraterrestrial life. And he managed to find some things that were quite interesting. And I'm sure many of you have heard of it before, or maybe not. I'm not saying what he did was right, because of course that's not something that people should be doing. I think people should be asking and going to their fellow Congress people and make their voices heard. Just like here in America, where you have Stephen Greer, who happens to be one who have been looking for disclosure since a couple years, and he's still on it years later, trying to get these people of America, the politicians, to come forth with this extraterrestrial presence on the earth. But again, I personally believe that it would be something to be done by the United Nations, because that's every country in the world agreeing that the extraterrestrial presence is here today. Now, also I heard I think I saw a video where there was somebody talking about some type of object in the sky, and it was heading towards our way. Not like to the Earth, but passed by the Earth. And I'm not 100% whether that meant that it was an asteroid or a comet, or maybe a starship that we're not aware of. But this is something we've heard many times before, okay? Many times before we've heard that. And me personally, I do believe that if there is extraterrestrial presence on this planet, there is no way that they will allow any harm come to this planet whatsoever. And not only that, again, we have nuclear weapons that will deflect any type of threat that comes to this planet. Not saying that our nuclear capabilities would be more powerful to this hostile alien race that decides to come and try to take us over. Because there's going to be certain types of things of that nature. But I'm not saying let's believe it. I'm just saying let's see proof first before people jump into conclusions. So I say rather just let it all happen, guys. If it happens, we will see it all live. Like I said, the United Nations will reveal it. If not, then that means we'll go to our grave, yet not knowing. Maybe our children's children will know eventually, right? But I think that's wrong, because if we all represent the world as a whole, right? And it almost reminds me of this quote that a former president, Ronald Reagan, said, where he was talking about how the planet itself, all the countries of the world, He said, how nice would it be if everyone puts their differences aside and we were met by an alien threat from outside of this planet? Wouldn't we band together as one to defend this planet? I believe we would. What do you believe? Do you believe that we would? Because if we won't, that would be messed up now, wouldn't it? It doesn't matter whether they can destroy us with their super technology, if they do have that, right? What matters is that we will all band together to defend our planet. Not only our planet, okay, but our resources. So, I'm going to close here, guys. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you don't, that's fine. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and subscribe if you like. Basically, talk about extraterrestrials, alien contactees, alien abduction stories. That's basically what I talk about here on this channel. That doesn't necessarily mean you can agree with everything that I say. That's not what I'm looking for. I am just looking to show you guys to have an open mind about everything that you hear. Okay? Not only that, always remember that if you do not see solid evidence, do not believe anything. Because that's just the way this world works, right? Okay, guys, I close right here. Until next time.